Connecticut gun laws, what you need to know. Breaking. If you carry a gun in Connecticut, good luck. You might be breaking the law without realizing it. Even legal gun owners are getting caught up in these rules. You could lose your permit, get hit with big fines, or even go to jail. But don't worry, keep watching. Oh, and if you already conceal carry, go to relaxedfittactical.com and get yourself some carrier joggers and CCW sports shorts. Chapter 1. Can you legally carry a gun in Connecticut? Barely. First, let's talk about who can legally carry a gun. You must have a Connecticut state pistol permit to carry a firearm in public. That applies to everyone, residents and non-residents. To qualify for a pistol permit, you must be at least 21 years old, be a U.S. citizen or legal resident, complete a handgun safety course, pass a background check, no felonies or certain misdemeanors, not have been confined to a psychiatric hospital in the last 12 months, pay a $70 fee, and renew it every 5 years. Now, a lot of people make this mistake. Just because you own a gun legally doesn't mean you can carry it. Without a pistol permit, carrying a firearm outside your home is a felony. And here's another thing. Connecticut does not recognize permits from other states yet. If you're from out of state, your permit means nothing here. If you want to carry in Connecticut, you must apply for a non-resident Connecticut pistol permit, which follows the same rules as the resident permit. But wait until Chapter 7 to see how this might be changing. Chapter 2. The Open Carry Ban, what it means for you. One of the biggest recent law changes in Connecticut, open carry is now illegal in most places. Before, if you had a pistol permit, you could carry your gun openly in public. But as of 2023, that's no longer allowed. What is allowed? You can open carry on your own property. You can open carry at a shooting range or while hunting. What's not allowed? You cannot openly carry in public places, like stores, sidewalks, or restaurants. Even if you have a permit, your gun must be concealed at all times. Let's say you're at a coffee shop in Hartford and your gun is holstered on your hip. That used to be fine. Now, it's illegal. If someone calls the police, you could face criminal charges and even lose your permit. Some people think this law protects the public. Others say it violates their Second Amendment rights and only protects certain people's feelings. What do you think? Drop a comment below. Chapter 3. Concealed carry, what you need to know. Since open carry is off the table, concealed carry is your only option. If you already have a Connecticut pistol permit, you can carry concealed just like before. But here's where some people run into trouble. Your firearm must stay concealed. Picture this. You're in a coffee shop, just standing in line. Someone sees the outline of your gun under your shirt. They call the cops. You know you're legal, but the police show up and now you're getting questioned in front of everyone. What do? If your gun is printing, meaning it's showing through your clothes, you could find yourself in this legal gray area. And if you carry without a permit, now it's not just a ticket, it's a felony. But word to the wise, if you see someone and think they might have a gun under their shirt, relax. In Connecticut, carrying a concealed gun with a permit is legal, and most people carrying are just regular folks going about their day. No need to panic, don't be that person. But for gun owners, if this happens, stay calm, be smart, and don't escalate. If things go overboard, fight it in court. In fact, we recommend some sort of carry insurance or attorney on retainer, but that's a whole other video. Please shoot that like button if any of this has been helpful. Chapter 4. Private gun sales. These rules suck. Thinking about selling a gun to a friend? Not so fast. Before, you could sell a gun to someone as long as they had a permit. But as of 2023, that's no longer legal unless you go through a licensed firearms dealer, also called an FFL, which stinks since now it costs you more money in fees and taxes, but that's another rant for later. Here's how it works now. The buyer must pass a background check. You both have to fill out paperwork with the FFL. No dealer, no sale. It's a felony if you skip this step. A common mistake? Assuming this law doesn't apply to family or friends. It does. Even if you trust the person with your baby, the law says you must go through a dealer. Chapter 5. Red flag laws. Can Connecticut take your guns? Connecticut has some of the strictest red flag laws in the country. So, Yeah. This law allows police, family members, or even doctors to ask a judge to take away your guns if they think you're a danger to yourself or others. If the judge agrees, police can seize your firearms, even if you haven't committed a crime. Supporters say this stops mass shootings and suicides before they happen. Opponents argue it violates due process, since someone can lose their firearms before they even get a chance to defend themselves in court. Imagine a neighbor hears you arguing with your spouse and reports you. Even if you're not a threat, or the argument was a one-time occurrence, the police could still take your guns while the court sorts it out. Do red flag laws make you safer? Let us know. Chapter 6. Ghost Guns and Banned Firearms. The infamous ghost gun, firearms without serial numbers that you can build at home. With the rise of 3D printers, officials started getting worried about not being able to track who has what. As of 2023, ghost guns are completely illegal in Connecticut. If you own one, you have two options: destroy it or register it with the state. If police catch you with an unregistered ghost gun, you could go to prison. Connecticut also bans certain firearm accessories, like bump stocks, auto sears, high-capacity magazines. If you're caught with any of these, you could lose your gun rights permanently. If you're from Connecticut, I'm sorry. As I'm making this video, I just keep thinking how crappy it must be for gun enthusiasts. Chapter 7. What's coming next? Well, state lawmakers are considering House Bill 6637, which would let off-duty police officers carry concealed firearms on school grounds, and House Bill 66621, which would expand where law enforcement can carry. On the federal side, we have the Constitutional Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act, reintroduced in the House on January 3, 2025. This bill aims to allow individuals with concealed carry privileges in their home state to exercise those rights in any other state that permits concealed carry, while adhering to that state's laws. Let's see what happens with that. Hey, you made it this far. Do me a favor first. If you own a gun, type 2A in the comments. If you don't, but still support the Second Amendment, type support. I want to see where y'all stand. Chapter 8. What Connecticut wants you to do. Gun laws in Connecticut aren't getting any looser, it seems, so if you own a firearm, here's what they recommend. If you carry, make sure you're following the concealed carry rules. If you're buying or selling, go through an FFL, no exceptions. If you're worried about red flag laws, know your rights and understand how the process works. If you own a ghost gun, you need to either destroy it or register it and ask for forgiveness and 2 Hail Marys, ma. Most importantly, stay informed and vote better. What the heck, Connecticut? For those of you that conceal carry, go to relaxedfittactical.com and get yourself some athletic concealed carry apparel. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.